tell you in a second.
Let us begin by singing hymn number 346, Come Sing a Song With Me, in the gray hymnal, or you can read the words. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time.
And welcome to the Unitarian Universalist congregation in Fullerton, an inclusive community dedicated to building a better world. Whoever you are, however you identify, whether you join us in person or online, you are welcome. UUCF acknowledges that this land is situated in the original ancestral homelands of the Ahachman, Kizh, and Tongva peoples. May we have the humility and courage to help restore what has been broken, and the wisdom to live into a new solidarity with Indigenous communities and the earth. Before we start our service today, I'd like to share a few brief announcements. Allison Daniels is going to come up and talk about Camp de Venneville.
Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to take the moment to remind everyone that we are working on getting a group of families together and members to go to the family camp. This year it's November 12th through 15th. It's always kind of around the Veterans Day. Veterans Day is right smack dab in the middle of the week this time. So, but it'll be the 12th through the 15th, and it is a wonderful opportunity to get to know people in the congregation a little better. Sometimes we do share with another congregation or another group, and it's a nice opportunity to get to know them as well. There are so many different activities. As you can see on the screen, you see a paint kit there. That's one of the things that was offered 1 year. I can't guarantee it's offered this year. It has to be a talented person who's willing to step up and show people how to do that. But many people bring their skills and the things that they are, their talents and treasure, as we say, but talents in this case, and they're able to share. For personally, one of the most moving things that I ever experienced participating in the activities was when Juana Ventura did a yoga class, and it was really relaxing. It was really good for me, and she ended up doing it enough times that I was able to memorize the routine. Still to this day, I get great peace and relaxation and spirituality from those movements I learned at de Benneville. So for children, so many activities, and not just the activities that are formal, but for the kids, just being up there is a fantastic experience. So I will hope you will consider signing up. It really helps us if you sign up right away, if you think you might be going, so that we can make sure we have our numbers and we're able to determine, what our capacity will be at that time. So hope I get to see you there. I will definitely be there. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Allison. Please welcome our guest speaker and guest musician, Leeav Sofer. Leeav is one busy person. He is the co-founder and executive and artistic director of Urban Voices Project, a nonprofit organization that uses community singing to help to improve well-being, strengthen social connections, and foster self-advocacy among people impacted by homelessness in Los Angeles. Since co-founding the organization in 2014, he has helped develop nationally recognized programs that bridge the arts, healthcare, and social services through the transformative power of music. In addition to his work with the Urban Voices Project, Leeav is the founder and lead singer of Mostly Kosher, an internationally touring band celebrated for its genre-defying blend of jazz, folk, Latin, and klezmer traditions. He's also a community musician, educator, and speaker whose work explores the intersection of music, belonging, and the healing. Leeav has been recognized as Guitar Center's Music Educator of the Year, a Music Center Distinguished Community Artist, and a California Behavioral Health Associate Hall of Fame honoree. Whether in concert halls, healthcare settings, or on the streets of Skid Row, he believes music is not simply something we perform. It is one of the most powerful ways we care for one another. Leeav Sofer. This Friday, July 24th at 7 p.m., our Social Action Committee is hosting the Los Border Shop, the world's premier binational Mexican-American barbershop quartet. Proceeds will go to support Camino Imigración services. There will be music, refreshments, auction items, and a whole lot of harmony. Please visit our website to purchase tickets. And I'm sure we can still use volunteers, because we can always use volunteers. So if you're available that day to help with the auction, set up, clean up the auction, taking tickets, whatever is needed, please let Mary know. We invite you also to join us next Sunday, July 26th, for our book discussion of Lois Nettleship's book, Interfaith Inclusion. You can borrow a copy of the book from our library. Are you new to UUCF? Whether you have been attending services for a few weeks, a few months, or are just curious about what Unitarian Universalism is all about, we invite you to join us for the upcoming New to UU class being held on Sunday, August 2nd at 1 o'clock, with lunch provided. So for more information on these and all other church happenings, please see the emailed weekly UUCF announcements and check out our website. Today, our caring listener is Kyra Keener. You can speak with her after the service if you have any concerns or would simply like someone to talk to, and trust that what you say, what you share is always confidential. We'll be sharing joys and sorrows a little bit later in the service, so if you're in the sanctuary and you'd like to share, the slips are located on the back table, and you can fill them out up to the beginning of Time for All Ages. If you're joining us online, I invite you to post your joy or sorrow in the comments section. Those of you in the sanctuary are now welcome to take 1 to 2 minutes to greet one another.
Please join us for singing hymn number 335, Once When My Heart Was Passion Free. Once when my heart was passion free, to learn of things divine, the song of nature suddenly outpoured itself in mine. I held the secrets of the deep and of the heavens above. I knew the harmonies of sleep, the mysteries of love.
The chalice is the container, the space where the musicians and the listeners gather. The oil is the fuel, the hours of practice and life that experience of everyone in the room. The wick is the instruments and vocal cords through which the music will flow. And the flame is the music within us, created as if by magic. When the instruments are lifted, the breath is inhaled, and the downbeat is nodded. May this flame ignite the music within us all. Please join me in saying our unison affirmation on the screens. This flame affirms the light of truth, the warmth of community, and the fire of commitment. Love is the doctrine that we share. The quest for truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve human need. Thus do we covenant with one another. And now I'm going to turn it over to Leeav to teach us a new song.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Thank you so much for having me. I'm very grateful to be here. This song is an anthem, or maybe I should say a hymn, that comes straight from the heart of Skid Row, and it was written by the participants of a Skid Row music program. So I hope you guys enjoy immersing yourselves into a different world. The way I have to teach it to you is a little bit of talking first. So everyone, do me a favor. Put your hands on your heart and say, I've got the patience. And then with your hands to show your breath, you can say, to inhale, exhale. I've got the energy, make some energy. And then from your lips to the sky, you say, to sing. And then you got to show me some strength and say the words, I've got the strength. I didn't hear you. What?
I've got the strength.
To keep on going. So I can rise again. Rise again. I'll sing it for you, but I'll try to give you the words a little bit ahead of time. Hands on your heart. I've got the patience. Listen to it one time through, but keep up with the symbols if you can. I've got the patience to inhale, exhale. I've got the energy to sing. I've got the strength to keep on going, so I can rise again, rise again. I've got the patience to inhale, exhale, to inhale, exhale. I've got the energy to sing, to sing. I've got the strength to keep on going, so I can rise again, rise again. Now that you've learned it a little bit, try to sing it out. I'll feed you the words. Ready? 1, 2, I've got the patience. I've got the patience to inhale, exhale, to inhale, exhale. I've got the energy to sing, to sing. I've got the strength to keep on going, to keep on going, so I can rise again, rise again. And then this is the part in the middle of the song where everybody in the Skid Row choir just jams out, and you could sing whatever you want. Doobie doobie doo da da. Doobie doobie doo da 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 da. Doobie doobie doo da da. Doobie doobie doo da 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 da. Doobie doobie doo da da. Doobie doobie doo da 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 da. Doobie doobie doo da da. Doobie doobie doo da 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 da. Doobie doobie doo da da. Doobie doobie doo da 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 da. Doobie doobie doo da da. Hey, doobie doobie doo da 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 da. Doobie doobie doo da 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 da. Doobie doo da 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 da. Doobie doobie doo da 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 da. Hey, hands on your heart. I've got the patience to inhale, exhale, to inhale, exhale. I've got the energy to sing, to sing, to sing. I've got the strength to keep on going, so I can rise again, rise again. Now everybody, this is what we call a two-step, since you're on your feet, to your left. Doobie doobie doo da da. Come on. Doobie doobie doo da 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 da. Doobie doobie doo da da. Hey. Doobie doobie doo da. Hey, hey, yeah. Doobie doo da 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 da. Yeah. Da 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 da. Doobie doobie doo da. Yeah. Yeah. I've got the patience to inhale, exhale. I've got the energy to sing. I've got the strength to keep on going, so I can rise again. Rise, so I can rise. Sing it again. So I can rise again. One more time, sing it, so I can rise, so I can rise again. Last one, rise again. Great job, everyone.
It is our custom to provide donations of non-perishable food and personal care items to Pathways of Hope, our local food bank. Remember to check for the dates on your items, as we are unaware to donate any items with expired dates. As the children come forward, they are asked to bring the donations that are placed at the end of each row. And now the children are invited to come forward for the time of all ages.
Together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you to Leeav for that amazing song. I don't know, but I love music. I used to be in a choir when I was little, so thank you for that. That was awesome. I needed that. Hello, my little friends and my big friends. So this summer in our curriculum, it's like a role-playing game, kind of like Dungeon and Dungeons, UU style. And on our little map of our imaginary pretend world, is a place called Opening Up Beach, which we will be visiting soon as a group. And part of Opening Up Beach, there are activities, because before you open up to someone, you kind of have to like know them, because it's not like you just walk up to a stranger, hopefully not, at the grocery store and be like, tell them your life story. Although I don't know, I work at a library, I've heard a lot of things, so some people do. But anyway, so today's goal is for us to work together as a congregation, led by y'all on the quilt, to come up with 5 questions that would help you get to know someone, to start a friendship, basically. Is yesterday, hold that thought. We, at our library, we made these little peas in a pod friendship necklaces, because it's Friendship Day this month, so you can pass that around. So you guys have to help me come up with questions that we can all take with us. So it's like, how do we make a friend? Because I feel like as a grown-up, I feel like I've forgotten. Yes, Michael. Yes, that's what we want. Simple. Yes, good. What's your name? That is an excellent way to start. Sometimes I forget that, and then it's like, oh no, then you've been talking, and then it's like awkward to be like, what's your name? Like, yeah, so that's very important to start. What's your name? Yes, Miss Josie. You can hold it. Oh, like if it's in this congregation setting, or like maybe if you're, it could be in our campaign. It could be like maybe you showed up to, you're on a team of some sort, you're in a group of some sort, you're in a choir, you're in a class. That's a good one. So name, why are you here kind of thing, why are you in this group, like in a friendly way, not in an accusatory way. Why, not like, why are you here? We're like, hey, why are you here? Okay, what's the other one? We can throw it to the grown-ups if you guys need some brain time. What do you think? Any adults, you guys have some tips for us? We're gonna practice these later in our group. Yes, hi.
I like your shoes. Where'd you get them?
Ooh, that's a good one. Well, you know what? Random is good, and you can replace shoes with whatever other article of clothing, shirt, shorts, whatever. Yeah, but we're not talking about like our campaign. We're talking about in general. In general, but like it could apply to lots of situations. So, yes, Josie. Ooh, that's a good one to connect over. So we can connect over like a shared activity, like number 2. We can connect over shared style, number 3, and shared favorite foods. That's a good one. Favorite food. What if they say like their favorite food is something you hate though? Yeah, you gotta be polite. You gotta be like, cool, I love that for you, or something. Favorite food. And then, all right, what's one more? Yeah, my 4 is terrible, but that's okay. What do you guys think? Andrew, you have any ideas? Oh, yes, Ruth. Do you like apples? I mean, I guess. Why not? Because I mean, everyone should have an answer for that. Like, I know Miss Megan's not here right now today, but I would tease her because she says she likes the skin of the apples best, and like, I disagree with that statement. I like the inside of the apple best, so like maybe it can spark a discussion. And I guess you could generalize that to whatever you're eating at the time, if you're eating something, or like if you're doing an activity together, or like your characters are dragons, you could be like, you like dragons? Maybe they don't. And maybe they do, but it sparks something. I love it. Those are good starting questions. So you guys can all, my lid went, here it is. All take those, so we're gonna practice that in our session. And you guys can also think about this, because I think, yeah, sometimes we forget about those simple ways of getting to know someone. I at least certainly do. So yeah, we can all use these questions at a starting point if we feel nervous, if we've met someone new, and be like, hey, you just start with what's your name, and then maybe what's your favorite food, and go from there. So I hope you all enjoy your fellowship after service and maybe get to talk to someone new today and have some good relationship moments this upcoming week. So now we're going to go explore our land of Covenantia. So have fun.
Go with wisdom, go with wonder, go to greet a brand new day. Learn to see the light within you as we send you on your way. Go with wisdom, go with wonder, go to greet a brand new day. Learn to see the light within you as we send you on your way.
Okay, I'm sorry. My tablet decided to go back to the beginning. Let us now share the joys, sorrows, and concerns of this congregation. We begin by lighting a candle for all concerns for the larger world, our wish for peace and justice, our hopes for the children who will inherit this planet. May this candle represent all those wishes and calls to action that are more than we can articulate in this space. And now let us share the personal joys and sorrows in our lives. Do we have any pink slips today?
Yeah.
I'm going to let you read them.
All right, today we have a joy from Natalie Cruz. Natalie writes, I'm looking at a great job opportunity in teaching. Let's rally for me that this may be a great fit and I will have an opportunity to show who I am. We have a concern from Linda Duarte Wolf. Husband Jerry is going to St. Jude Hospital for wound care to clean out an infection before cardiologist can perform implant of the stent in his heart artery. So we're pulling for you, Jerry. Haywan has a concern, but didn't write anything down. So Haywan, we are with you in spirit, and we're pulling for you as well. Jerry Wolf has one for Linda, Joy. It's Linda Duarte Wolf's birthday second day? Is this a month-long celebration? 2 day. Oh, 2 day. 2 day. Well, happy birthday, Linda. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Happy birthday to you. This is from Mary Botts. Thank you, Mary. This is personally for me. Thank you to Mark and Duffy for a lovely dinner and the outgoing and incoming board. We had a great time. We did have a great time yesterday, so I invited the incoming and outgoing boards to my shady but warm backyard, and we had a great meal and great conversation. You know what I like about you, all y'all, is that two UUs get together and they can entertain themselves for hours. It was really a joyful day. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Sorry about that. Haywan writes, I have both a joy and concern for finally getting a toxic job I want to get out of. I'm scared that I might not get a job soon, but it had to be done. Please best wishes for my new job search. So, Haywan, we wish you the best in searching for your job. We know how difficult and stressful that is. And we light one candle for all the joys and sorrows that we are not expressed here today. You can read with me what's on the screen. We join you in celebrating your joys. May you feel our love and compassion for all your sorrows and concerns, for all that is spoken and unspoken, May the caring of our beloved community reach all.
Please join us in singing hymn 318, We Would Be One.
Please rise in my honor.
We would be one, as now we join in singing our hymn of love, to pledge ourselves anew to that high cause of greater understanding of who we are and what in us is true. We would be one in living for each other, to show to all a new community. We would be one in building for tomorrow, a nobler world than we have known today. We would be one in searching for that meaning which binds our hearts and points us on our way. As one we pledge ourselves to greater service, with love and justice strive to make us free.
And now let us move into the spirit of meditation, reflection, and prayer.
Take off your shoes. This place you're standing, it is holy ground. Take off your shoes. The spot you're standing, it is holy ground. These words I heard in my burning bush. This place you're standing, it is holy ground. I heard my fiery voice speak to me. The spot you're standing, it is holy ground. Take off your shoes. This place you're standing, it is holy ground. Take off your shoes. The spot you're standing, it is holy ground. These words I heard in my burning bush. This place you're standing, it is holy ground. I heard my fiery voice speak to me. The spot you're standing, it's holy ground. The spot is holy, holy ground. The place you're standing, it is holy ground. In this place you tread, it's holy ground. God made this place your holy ground. The spot is holy, holy ground. That place you're standing, it is holy ground. The spot is holy, holy ground. That place you stand, it's holy ground.
Today's reading is by Connie Simon. It's titled Playlist of the Spirit. Oscar Hammerstein II is credited to be saying, "When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything." Doe, a deer, a female deer. How many of us instantly recognize that as the first line to the song Do Re Mi from The Sound of Music? You may even be able to picture Julie Andrews, Maria, telling the Von Trapp children that these notes are the tools we use to build a song. Once you have these notes in your head, you can sing a million different tunes by mixing them up. After which, of course, she bursts into song. Within 3 minutes, they're all harmonizing and parading through the streets and waterways of Salzburg, having a grand old time. I know it's corny, but it's true. Think of all the music you know. Every piece is a different arrangement of the same notes. Using the power of imagination, composers have mixed those notes up into a gazillion different ways to express a multitude of emotions. Music is my solace and my comfort. The one thing that's always with me. I feel its vibration deep in my soul. It's my spiritual practice. Music can calm me, excite me, and sometimes its beauty even moves me to tears. I have a playlist for exercising, celebrating, mourning, driving, house cleaning, and some for just being. Music tells the story of my life. I recently went through a rough patch. I was recovering from an accident. I felt out of control and lost. Once again, music saved me. I played quiet, soothing music when it hurt to move. I sang inspirational gospel music for encouragement when I began to stretch my sore limbs. Today I listen to thumping hip hop as I work my muscles back into shape. I am forever grateful for my music, those do-re-mis that fill my soul and provide the playlist of my life. May each of us be blessed by the power of music in our lives.
Hi, everyone. Okay, calm down. I'm going to start with what I wrote, but I didn't write enough to fill everything, so I'll talk more candidly in a moment. But this is a story of how I thought I was bringing music. For most of my life, I thought music's greatest purpose was to make something beautiful. It took a choir in Skid Row to teach me that I was wrong. I grew up as the son of Jewish clergy. In fact, my mother was a cantor, and some of my earliest memories are sitting in synagogue watching a room full of people singing together. Years later, I couldn't tell you what most of the sermons were about, but I can still remember how people felt and how people felt with the singing. I watched music help people grieve. I watched it help people celebrate. I watched it bring hundreds of voices together into one community. And long before I had words for it, I learned that music wasn't just part of the gathering. Music was the gathering. Years later, I became a teaching artist at the Colburn School, a conservatory for classical music in downtown Los Angeles. Just a few blocks away, down the hill, is Skid Row, one of the largest concentrations of people experiencing homelessness in the United States. Every day I walked between these two neighborhoods. They were separated by only a few streets, but they felt worlds apart. One celebrated artistic excellence. The Broad Museum, LA Philharmonic, Disney Concert Hall. But the other was too often defined by poverty, trauma, addiction, mental illness, and everything that society deemed as broken. I couldn't stop wondering why these two communities, sitting practically side by side, almost never met. Then an opportunity arose. The Colburn School partnered with the Wesley Health Center, a community clinic serving Skid Row right on 5th and San Pedro Street, the heart of that neighborhood, to create what was supposed to be an 8-week community choir. Together with my co-founder, Christopher Mack, a health community outreach coordinator for Wesley, we gathered whoever wanted to sing into a small conference room in the back of the clinic. We thought we were starting a choir. Looking back, I believed I was helping solve a problem. Like many people, I viewed homelessness through the lens of what people lacked, broken about a person. I believe that if I brought enough compassion, enough creativity, enough resources, enough music, I could help improve people's lives. I thought I understood what helping even meant. Now, one of our choir members, Robert, taught me that I didn't. Before one of our performances, Robert showed up wearing a tuxedo. I remember thinking, that's unusual. All he needed to wear was the t-shirt that we already gave him at our last rehearsal. But then he told me why. After 9 years of not speaking to his son, he reached out and called his son and invited him to the concert. His son had agreed not only to attend the concert, but then to take his father out for dinner afterwards. Robert had spent every dollar he had on that tuxedo. Now you might still be thinking, and my first instinct was immediately, Robert, we could have gotten you a tuxedo from the thrift store. You didn't have to spend all your money on a tuxedo. And at the time, I thought offering that was a compassionate thing to say. But over the years, I've come to realize that the response that I had revealed something actually about me. I was still trying to solve the wrong problem. Robert did not need another act of charity. He needed dignity. He wanted to walk into that restaurant not as someone defined by homelessness, but as a father reconnecting with his son. And buying that tuxedo himself wasn't irrational. It was an act of agency. It was a way of reclaiming an identity that no one else could just give him. That moment humbled me. It forced me to confront something I hadn't seen in myself. Even when the best intentions, I had begun to see people through the lens of what they needed from me. But the people I thought I was teaching had quietly become some of my greatest teachers. Over the years, I began noticing this lesson everywhere. In our workshops, we often begin with a simple invitation. We say, take what you need. Take what you need from the music, from this hour together. People respond, I need breath. I need patience. I need strength to keep on going. And then something remarkable began to happen. In that workshop, without anyone even prompting it, as we turned it into a song, the music continues, but people started changing their own lyrics, their own words, with one word. I've got breath. I've got patience. I've got strength to keep on going. The arts weren't reminding people what they were missing. They were reminding people what had been there all along. Not what society deemed as broken in the individual, but what is the full, whole human person that sits in front of you no matter where they are in their journey. That lesson became the foundation of the Urban Voices Project. What began as an 8-week pilot choir in the back of a health clinic, a small, tiny conference room, has grown now into an organization that partners with healthcare providers, public libraries, artists, and community organizations across Los Angeles. We have community singing programs and music wellness initiatives, public performances, and spaces where people who might never otherwise meet can experience one another's humanity through music. But if I'm honest, I think the biggest transformation wasn't actually the creation and the establishing of this organization. I believe it was me. I used to think that I was bringing music to Skid Row. And now, I know that music was already there. The artistry was already there. The dignity was already there. Our job was never to bring those things. It was to create spaces where people could remember who they already were and where the rest of us had the privilege to see it too. I began my career believing music's greatest purpose was to make something beautiful. But now, I believe music's greatest purpose is to remind us that we already are. Sorry. So that was the end of what I wrote. I will say that a couple more technical things about me. I actually I went to Valencia High School. I grew up nearby. And go Tigers. And I actually lived in I went to Cal State Long Beach, lived there for 10 years, and then I moved to downtown LA, lived in Little Tokyo for 7 years, and only about 3.5 years ago did I move back here to Fullerton, and now I'm living over in Fullerton on the border of La Habra, still commuting to downtown LA and making the trip to Skid Row multiple days a week. But the reason why I'm here today, not only to hopefully share a little bit of a story with you all about music and why it humanizes, but also that there's an excitement building around this work, around the work of arts and health, and why arts is good for us, and why arts can not only be healthful, but it also can humanize each other. I hope that you've heard in that story. And so this demand for this work is growing. So I'm excited to tell you that Urban Voices Project, which was once a choir, still remains, has its choir, and has community singing workshops in shelters and clinics across LA County, and we're trying to branch out to Orange County, and we're looking to see if Fullerton might be the first home of a long-term arts and homelessness intersection program. And so that's one of the reasons why I've come today, to share this with you. Thank you for having me. We are in the middle of starting to spread the idea and find the champions in the community who would like to see this work happen. We heard about this church and a few other community partners in Fullerton that are at the front of concern for their neighbors on the street. And that is why I'm here to just say that we'd love to find a way to continue partnering this church with Urban Voices Project in the future as time comes. And on the way out today, I have some flyers that you can pick up for more information about ways if you'd like to get involved now. Even if it's in Los Angeles, there's ways you can be involved from afar. Of course, there's always ways to give, whether it be money or time or skills. And then also, finally, there's this item here. It's a small booklet. And what this is every year we publish our own songbook. I guess it's like our non-religious hymnal, but it's our own songbook that the choir puts together for one of our events called Come On Sing, where we go outside and we go into Skid Row and all of downtown, and we create musical activations in public spaces for a full day. And we hand 3,000 of these out, and I also brought a handful for you to take home as gifts. And in here, you might find songs like Bridge Over Troubled Water or Lean on Me by Bill Withers, and just songs that hopefully will bring you joy. But also there's fun facts and small tidbits about Urban Voices Project and singing that you can enjoy in this book, as well as our information on the back. So it makes it for a good business card. I will say, I'm going to do one more piece to this presentation with you all, and this one's going to be a little bit more interactive, and I hope that's okay. Seems like you guys like doing interactive things. Anyone ever seen one of these before? It's called a strum stick. It's a very odd name for what looks like should be a beautifully eclectic and an amazing instrument, and yet the name is just strum stick. How boring. But I'm gonna use it just to help us try something out. I feel like at this congregation, from what I've gotten so far, I don't have to do too much convincing of this question, but when I go around and do a lot of the work I do, I get the question, why singing? Why not housing? Why not jobs? Why not this and that? All the things that we believe as basic needs. Why are you doing singing? Well, can I ask for a couple answers? I'm going to ask a question, and I would like you to popcorn some one-word answers back to me. Are you ready? The question is this: what emotion is in a sigh? frustration, love, commitment,
Disappointment.
disappointment, relief, impatience, pain. Can you grieve in a sigh? Can you be content in a sigh? Wow. I think you guys very quickly got to the answer that I'm looking for, is that a sigh is whatever emotion you need it to be. Can you do me a favor? Can you all smell the flowers, breathe in through your nose, and sigh? Now, I'm a singing teacher, and there's this term called an unvoiced sigh versus a voiced sigh. Unvoiced, voiced, ah. So let's sigh on a voiced sigh. Everyone smell the flowers and sigh. Ask yourself, did that one feel a little different than the last one? What emotion was in the first sigh? What emotion was in the second sigh? You don't have to answer that out loud. I want you to think about it. Now, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. I want you to sigh for, in music we call them counts. I want you to sigh for an 8 count. You're going to release for 8 counts. A long sigh. Smell the flowers. And sigh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, till you're empty. Yeah. Was that one different than the one before? It was pretty good. I think some of you let it out too quickly. So I'll give you a hint. Sigh louder. Breathe it in. Sigh. Ha! Did that one feel different than the first one you took? One more time. Breathe it in. Sigh. Ha! What you just did is you just sang for 8 counts. And when we go back to the question, what emotion is in a sigh, and you tell me it's literally whatever you need it to be, then hopefully that answers the question. Why singing? So now I'm going to play a few rounds, and you sigh or sing whatever you like. Smell with me. Go. Ah! Take another big breath in. Smell the flowers. Even bigger. Last one. Make this one count. Now, what emotion was in that versus the first one and all the others? I'm going to finish with saying one last thing. While society that we've constructed together reminds people every day that when they don't have something, they're broken. They don't have something that they're supposed to have, the job, the car, the family, the health care, the mental health. When society constantly reminds you that these are the things you need to function, to feel normal, and charities are out there working their best to offer these things, we see it right here, right? This is us doing our best. No matter what, there's a power dynamic even in the act of giving charity, because it only reminds the individual that they need it, that they need the charity. And so next time you meet an individual who's struggling on the street and you might ask, where are you going to eat your next meal? Or where are you sleeping tonight? What if the way you met a person was, what music do you like to listen to? How humanizing is that? What if we first connected as human beings and used art Again, as I said, the thing that can make the person whole, remind them of how whole of a person they were in the beginning. And that's why we do the music programs. It helps people find their dignity, find the wholeness that's always been there. And yes, it then helps individuals actually connect to resources and refer to partners and get housing and then be their own advocate and find agency to serve their own life for a greater purpose. So I hope that today, if anything you can take away is one, ask yourself what emotion is in a sigh and allow yourself to sigh and sing throughout the day. And two, what if you humanize the person in front of you first by not thinking about what's missing, but remembering how whole they are with the question, what music do you like to listen to? So thank you so much for having me. That's my presentation about Urban Voices Project. I hope you guys grab a pamphlet, find us online, social media, support in any way you can, and learn more. And soon, hopefully, we'll be having more of this program in Fullerton, California.
At UUCF, we embrace the possibility of a world filled with peace, acceptance, justice, love, and joy. By your financial commitment, we help this congregation make these possibilities real in a challenging world. The basket is being brought around to the sanctuary, and there are payment opportunities on the screen. Whatever you are able to give is received with much gratitude. We thank you for your commitment and generosity.
Our closing words today come from a new song, Harmony, adapted from Robert French Leaves by Richard S. Gilbert. By our presence here with one another, hearing the harmony that is the music of the spheres, may some of the harshness and discord of our human lives be transmuted into music, a new song in our hearts. May there be, and a new harmony in our beings, so that we shall return to our several duties with fresh courage and with eagerness and rejoicing. We now extinguish this chalice, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts wherever we may go. And so we say together, Amen, Shalom, Salam, Namaste, and blessed be.
Now let us sing, now let us sing. Hymn 368. Please rise in mind, body, or spirit.
Now let us sing.
To the power of the faith within.
Now let us sing.
Sing to the power of the faith within.
Lift up your voice, be not afraid. Now let us sing to the power of the faith within. Now let us sing.
Sing to the power of the love within.
Now let us sing.
Sing to the power of the love within.
Lift up your voice.